cracking up. I'm getting ready to go. Had enough. I can't take any more. No pills that I can take. This is too real, and there ain't no escape.
You're listening to Potty Mouth Radio, the home of movies, music, television, and comedy.
And now, the hunt for the perfect album.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the hunt for the perfect album with Billy and Dave. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good.
You're good. Okay, so this week it was your week to pick something. Why don't you tell the people it is what you threw at me?
I threw at you the sophomoric album from British rocker Nick Lowe, who emerged out of the band Rockpile in the late 70s, and then he and fellow Rockpiler Dave Edmonds went and did solo stuff, each putting out some really good stuff in the early 80s. His first, Nick's first album, Jesus of Cool, which I think is the best name for an album in history, unless you're in America, when it had the saddest name for an album in history, something like Pure Pop for Now People or something incredibly naff like that. Possibly the lamest name for an album in history, but
especially when you're going from the Jesus of Cool.
Jesus of Cool, America. I can imagine. Yeah, Jesus of Cool would have concerned some in America. They don't like to have
fun,
blasphemous things going on. But yeah, Jesus of Cool, which is an incredible album. But I've always kind of had a greater love for his follow-up album, Labour of Lust, which is the one I gave you. So either one would have been, I would have been happy with either one. They're both great albums, but yeah. So I'm keen to hear what you thought of it. This was a bit more. I've played it safe the last couple of things I've given you.
This is pretty safe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'll take that as a
this
positive.
This is another great power pop album. I loved this. I threw it on, and obviously
you knew the first one.
I knew. I had no idea it was Nick Lowe. I'm mostly familiar with covers of this song, and there are some great covers of it. I had no idea that this song was going to be on this album.
I told you when I gave it to you that as a songwriter, he's quite
you did
well.
Mention that, yes.
Elvis Costello has recorded,
and I can see that. I brought up Elvis Costello last week when we did. Why the fuck am I already blanking on the person you gave me last week? Scottish band, Lloyd Cole and the Commotions.
Yeah.
I brought up Elvis Costello then, and you can hear that in this too. But again, this is a really eclectic album. There's a really wide range of stuff on there. But I love this opening track, of course.
You say you gotta be cruel to be kind in the right measure. Cruel to be kind, that's a very good sign. Cruel to be kind means that I love you, baby. You gotta be cruel to be kind. Well, I do my best to understand, dear, but you still mystify. And I wanna know why I pick myself up off the ground. Have you knocked me back down again and again? And when I ask you to explain, you say you gotta be cruel to be kind in the right measure. Cruel to be kind, it's a very good sign. Cruel to be kind means that I love you, baby. You gotta be cruel to be kind.
Great opening to this album. It's
such a great song.
It's a great track. But I loved this album from top to bottom. I loved every track on it. Track 2 was actually a favorite. I'm going to say that for just about every track. There's nothing on here I don't like.
Oh, right. I'm so pleased.
So, yeah.
Cracking up. I'm getting ready to go. Had enough. anymore. No pills that I can take. This is too real, and there ain't no escape. It scared the daylight, it make a nightmare. I'm tense and
I mean, just those two tracks back to back will show you how eclectic and diverse this album is. They do not sound like the same artists.
No.
Like this song you could almost see coming out of the 90s.
Yep.
Like, it's a really, really eclectic album. You know, I mentioned off mic to you that I got a walking pad at work, and I've got this little screen that while you're walking, it shows you, you know, like you can pick different places to do walks in and stuff. So I listened to this while walking around the Grand Canyon, and it was a sick time. It was so much fun.
You need to send me the model of this walking pad. That sounds awesome.
I have a real soft spot for track 3. I listened to it quite a few times in a row. Like, you know, because mostly when we do this, I listen to the album from start to finish, and then that's how I continue to listen to it. But this time, as it was playing through, for the second and third and fourth times I was listening to it, there were a few songs where I was like, oh, I'm going to listen to that again.
Oh, great.
And track 3 was one of them. It's a wild, weird track. This is the weirdest track on the album by far.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
This is so out of place on this album. It's just bizarre.
big kick, plain scrap. You better shut that trap or come and get it. You kick like a mule, you eat like a pig, you drink like a fish, you're a queer one, maybe. Oh, when you hold me in the night, on drugs, you're so nice on drugs.
So nice on drugs. It's just, I don't know, man. I like every single track on this album. Do you have a favorite?
Oh, it's kind of got to be Cruel to Be Kind. But
Cruel to Be Kind is
if
fantastic.
I had a second favourite is probably... is it the next one? I think it's the next... No, it's not. It is the next one. Because we're... Yeah,
American Squirm.
I didn't say... There's different versions of this. So the UK version of this album is different to the one on Spotify, which is the one that's mostly American. Weirdly, American Squirm, which I would think would be a track that would be on the UK album but not the American, is on the American but not the UK.
Right.
Which is wild to me given the track, but I do love that.
I don't fully understand what the track is about. Can you enlighten me as to what he's... Because, you know, it opens with "I made an American squirm," and I was like, is he talking about, like, fingering a chick? Like, I don't understand what he's getting at. Like, what is he singing about?
I've never looked at the full lyrics listing. I've always assumed it was more poking fun at Americans being uncomfortable with certain types of humour, certain types of whatever.
Okay.
That sort of thing. Which is
so
why
he likes
it seems
cringe
weird
humour.
that it's... Which is why it's... Stop it. And why it seems weird that it's on the American album but not the UK one.
Yeah, right.
Yes, I was living in a wonderful world. Everything was fine. Tried to mate in a horrible state. Deep, deep into the night. It goes on and on and on. It goes on and on and on. It goes on and on and on. But thank you for the time.
I mean, it's such a good
I love
power
that little
pop
treatment
album.
on the vocals at the end of the chorus there. It's so good.
It's such a great power pop album. Like, I don't know how you thought this wasn't safe, because to me this is right in the pocket of, you know, I mean, so much stuff that I listen to. I mean, it's very similar to Lloyd Cole and the Commotions in a lot of ways that you gave me last week. I
was
can see
confident
a lot of
that
these
he's
kind of
a
feeling
really
really
good
Fountains of
songwriter.
Wayne-ish. Yeah.
But it's very eclectic. So I can imagine that you'd like
is,
some but
yeah.
not others. It's also, like, for me, this was right in my kind of formative teenage years where I was soaking up music all over the place, whereas you would have been too young for this to kind of be around at the time when you would that. So there's that little bit of a temporal disconnect.
Yeah.
But no. I mean, I had confidence in the album.
The one thing I will say is it's not front loaded or back loaded. I actually think it's really kind of both. To me, it's like the first 4 songs and the last 4 songs are the strongest on the album, and the middle is where, to me, it gets a little bit not unmemorable, just that I need to give it more listens to fully appreciate those tracks. And
well, there's only 3 tracks that you haven't said are in the front half or the back half. So,
and I mean, you know, they're still good. Like "You Make Me" is one that, from memory, I really enjoyed. I just need a few more listens and go rounds to fully appreciate these middle tracks.
I mean, "You Make Me" comes out of left field after American Squirm. It's so different.
Yeah.
I don't wanna do wrong to you. You make me. You make me.
Yeah, it's definitely one. I remember now why I remembered the name of it, because that one really did stick out to me as one I did quite enjoy, but I just need more listens through to get there. Because, again, this is another one I'm assuming we're not counting the bonus track as actually part of the album, but I did really, really like that last bonus track.
Oh, wait on. Which is the bonus track?
Basing Street.
Oh. Is that on as a bonus, is it? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, are you counting that as a track from the album?
Yeah, fuck, why not? I don't know. It's not in my album listing, but why not?
I will die without love. Without love, I am an island all by myself in the heartbreak sea. Without love, there's no denying I am dying without love.
To me, I think either Without Love or Love So Fine are probably my favourite tracks outside of Cruel to Be Kind.
Did you find, actually, the album starts kind of 80s pop. By the time you get to like the last third, it's almost a country album.
There is a lot of country elements there. I mean, obviously, you know, Without Love, there's definitely a country twang to it. You Make Me. From memory, Endless Grey Ribbon, I think, also edged a little bit towards country.
Split by the stab of twin headlights, like fingers of guides that know of it, but have never been there. And eyes red rimmed, appeal for the nth time and straight for the road signs that flash past the windshield in the hard driving rain.
Yeah, 100%. You can hear the country
You would
influence
not
on
pick him
lots
as,
of these tracks.
as an English singer.
I wouldn't at all. Outside of Cruel to Be Kind, that's what I was saying. When you go straight from that into Cracking Up,
Yeah.
it's like a completely different artist almost. And that's why it was a really cool experience listening to this while walking around the Grand Canyon. Which, you know, the sun was shining down on me.
The latter half of this album would have been fucking perfect. You would have needed a Stetson and some boots.
Yeah. No, but I have nothing bad to say about this album, Dave. You crushed it. You nailed it.
Nice.
In terms of, like, it's not... I think I like it better than Lloyd Cole and the Commotions. It's it's not like Primitives level, but it's strong. It's up there in terms of stuff you've given to me.
Ripper.
Yeah.
I'm on a roll.
Why in the world did I ever commit? What in the world was I thinking of? 'Cause spreading from the heart part first is a bad infection getting worse and worse. I caught a dose of you tonight. I need a stiff shot badly. Picked up a lethal dose of you tonight.
Such good, like, drive and energy to the songs. It really is power pop. It's is the rest of his stuff like this? Is Jesus of Cool a similar
100%.
album?
Jesus of Cool will have at least one song that you would have heard before because Love the Sound of Breaking Glass was a pretty big hit in the 80s. So, yeah, 100%. If you like this, you will love Jesus of Cool. Later in his career, he sort of, as we all do, he's matured and sort of got, I don't know, less kind of poppy. But he's such a good songwriter. Such a good songwriter.
Yeah, no, I really loved it. Let's have a listen to Basing Street now. I won't play the show out on it because technically it's not from the album, and I did that the last 2 weeks. But I until I noticed it said bonus track, that disappoints me because I think it's a great closing to the album.
2s and 3s. Cop straightens up, wiping blood off his hand. Says, Christ above, that's the worst I've seen in more than 17. Somebody says, I think I remember him. Used to see him hanging around.
I love the production of this album. The treatment on his voice in a lot of the songs. You know, when we spoke about the Killers' Hot Fuss album.
Oh, yeah.
And I like the treatment that's done there, but I think I mentioned that because it's done on every single track, it does make it all feel a bit samey. And even like Eels, I'm a huge fan of Eels. E has fucking, I don't know, over 20 albums now, and in all of them he's got the same treatment on his voice. And I love it, and I think it works for his voice. But I really love that in this album, each song is treated so differently production-wise and as its own kind of thing.
That's right. It's, rather than having a toolkit for the artist, it's like, here's the song. What's the best way to approach this one?
Because every song has different instrumentation, and even when the instruments are the same, they're treated and recorded so differently, and his voice is done differently. Really big fan of this album. So I'm
brilliant.
9 out of 10.
Far out.
It's a strong pick. I'm going to go check out a whole bunch of other Nick Lowe stuff because
definitely
I had no idea.
And then I think because where I first I knew songs like "Cruel to Be Kind" and "Love the Sound of Breaking Glass" stuff from back as a teenager, but Nick Lowe as an artist wasn't really anyone I was super familiar with, and many years ago. Pre-us, pre-countdown, pre-anything, early days of podcasting, I had 2 or 3 podcasts that I used to listen to on my very early pre-iPhone iPod, one of which was BBC4's Film Show with Mark Commode and Simon Mayo. Wintertainment. And every week, one of the kind of many little shticks they had was that Simon would ask Mark Commode what his album of the week was. Every week, he would say Nick Lowe, Jesus of Cool, which I wasn't familiar with, but I obviously went and checked it out. Went, oh, shit, this is a great album. For 2-3 years, I heard him every single week say Nick Lowe, Jesus of Cool, and then suddenly out of the blue, he went Nick Lowe, The Old Magic. I went, what the fuck? And Nick Lowe had put out an album, that year as a silver-haired man. The Old Magic is also a really good album.
Nice.
But that was my introduction to Nick Lowe, was thanks to film reviewer extraordinaire Mark Commode.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've always loved the song "Cruel to Be Kind," and I remember Dad playing it. Like I've spoken before, he was a folk musician. I had no idea that was.
Well, there's so many covers. I think there's a cover of it in. Maybe in Empire Records or something. But
10 Things I Hate About You, it definitely is in that.
The female, her lesbo chic band that she loves. Yeah.
I believe it's Letters to Cleo.
Okay.
Sure. But no, big fan.
Awesome. Nice.
All right. Well,
what are you giving me?
Next week I'm going with what I hope is an old reliable.
Okay.
It's brand new album, came out literally a week and a half ago.
Damn.
I've been listening to it absolutely nonstop, obsessively. I had to wrench myself away to get into Nick Lowe. my wife and kids picked me up a copy of the vinyl for Father's Day, and they didn't even realize at the time that it's a signed copy, which is just fucking awesome.
Wow.
Because I'm going with the Beths. And you
nice.
know how I feel about the Beths. You know I adore the Beths. I did give you Expert in a Dying Field probably about 6 to 7 months ago now, maybe even longer.
Still listening to it, still playing it.
Well, I'm glad. I'm curious to hear what you think of their new album. Their new album is called Straight Line Was a Lie. And subject matter-wise, it's definitely got a bit of a darker tone. Liz has been having some health issues and some mental health issues, and I think that all comes through in the album. A lot of it is about like the frailty of the body and stuff. But at the same time, there's a lot of very different sounding stuff in there. There are some tracks that are very kind of 80s inspired. There's less of the kind of grungy guitar stuff that their first two albums were pretty much purely built on. There's a couple of more kind of really soft songs. So I'm really curious to hear what you think of it. So that's what we get into next week.
Okay.
Nice. In the meantime,
I'm a big fan of the album you gave me before.
Nice.
Like I said, still playing it.
Yeah. Well, I'm can't wait to chat about it and hear what you think of the new one.
Sweet.
In the meantime, if you want to get in touch with us, you can do that at pottymouthradio.com, pottymouthradio@gmail.com. Go and join the Facebook listener community where you can tell us what you think of the albums that we're listening to, if you like them the same way that we do. If you want to direct us to listen to an album, you can do that at patreon.com/pottymouthradio, where, you can make us listen to something. Or if you're not already listening to our other shows, like We Watched a Thing, you can make us watch something too.
Listen with our eye holes.
And we'll catch you next week. And I'm going to play us out with the final track from the album, Love So Fine.
Nice.